Hey guys, welcome. It's been a nice summer so far. As you can see, my hair is out. I look crazy. But I wanted to come back and I've been busy with Laws of Enchantress. If you guys don't know, that's my other sister channel for black women to be loved, honored, and cherished. But I was super excited. I wanted to come on and redo this video. It was called Kamakazi. For some reason, it got taken down, or I don't know if it didn't load properly. It was alive. So I decided to do it back again. So welcome. If you haven't done so already, you know what to do. Hasses but. Please like and subscribe to this channel. And also, I hit 2,000 subscribers. So thank you to everyone. So what am I talking about today? Why is it titled Kamakazi? And it tells Kamakazi because we are trying to avoid a destructive implosion in the black community for black women. As you know, I've been doing awareness for black women's health. That's one of my biggest advocacies since I've been advocating forever and raising awareness, going to Washington. We have made progress. So like I said, not just talking about the issues, but bringing you guys solutions. So the progress we made is going to Congress, bringing it to the lawmakers' attention, signing petitions. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about black women dying. All right. Hey, Hi, Trice. How you doing? So I'm proud to say because of me and many black women like me who took action and not just kept complaining about who's not doing what and what we're not seeing. Now lawmakers are looking into why black women are dying disproportionately and dramatically in childbirth. So we got red states and blue states all agreeing preventing the deaths of expectant mothers, especially black mothers. If you look at the description box after I post this video, I will be giving you the links so you guys can go and advocate. You can raise awareness. This is extremely important because we're having a disproportionate amount of black mothers dying. Not being sick, but dying. Serena Williams also did a cover in Essence where she actually described her medical experience. And remember, Serena is rich, wealthy, and probably one of the most recognizable athletes that we have in the world. And she's married well, and whatever you want to call it, but they still did not save her. And a lot of the studies show that even if the black woman is educated, even if economically she is not in that vulnerable statistic, she still has a lesser chance of receiving adequate medical care in contrast to a non-minority woman who is not a high school graduate. So remember, you can have a master's, a bachelor's, and not be in that so-called stereotypical vulnerable element of society, and you still won't receive the same adequate health care. And that's why I'm so passionate about this, because this affects everyone. It's a personal issue for me because when I went for my surgeries for endometriosis and when I was struggling to get adequate treatment for PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, I went through hell. And I think right now, I want to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest, that's why I call it kamikaze. There is enough black women on social media. There's enough black women in important places that if we speak up and we advocate for the changes, for the things we want for our fellow black women, there's going to be no challenge in getting that out there. And I truly believe when it comes to black women, you have to remember it's all about image, it's all about marketing, it's all about getting out there. Listen, we're coming to a very serious time, and a lot of black women are going to be caught in the kamikaze. They're going to get hit, self-destruct. They're going to be hitting each other, crashing into each other, because I don't think we know how serious it's getting. You know, I travel for work. I'm all over the United States. I'm constantly on the move, and I see gentrification taking over neighborhoods. You're not going to have that safe haven of a cheap, affordable place to live. It's just not going to be there. I'm telling you, just not going to be there. And a lot of you are hearing this video, you might be ignoring it. It's not drama, it's not tea-filled. I came to the internet, I think this November will make a year anniversary. I came to the internet to bring awareness, to help spread the message of awareness, whether it's economic advancement, whether it's financial freedom, whether it is discrimination, economic improvement, because no one is doing that for black women on the social platform, and social media is powerful. So I just want to go through a few articles that I have open on my laptop. I'm just a normal person. Anyone could do what I'm doing. I heard someone say, oh, she's just reading stuff off the internet. Yes, because no one else is doing it. No one else is giving you the facts, the receipts. Everything in the entire planet, even how to build a nuclear plant, is online. It depends on what you focus on and what's important to you as a Black woman. And I'm telling you, we have the power now, literally in our fingertips, to put to the forefront the issues that are important to us. I constantly hear Black women complain. Nobody fights for us. Nobody cates for us. Well, how long are you going to keep complaining about that until you take up the issues that are important to you? If you don't have time to do a full-blown campaign, I totally understand. You can spread awareness. You can do a hashtag. You can network. You can donate. You know, you can find a group or advocacy that attracts you, and you can try to bring awareness to a specific agenda. There is no more excuses. If you cannot sit down anymore as a Black woman and complain no one's not doing anything for Black women if you're part of the people who are not doing anything. And this could be your daughter. This could be your sister. There's way too many Black women dying for absolutely no reason. And the reason why I call this video Kamakazi, it doesn't only stop at childbirth. We're talking about Black women being the #1 statistic in a negative way in every negative demographic, in every major illness, in every major disease, in every major negative stereotype. We have to do more. Like I said, everything is connected. You're talking about economics. How is this attached to economics? If you don't have good economics, you will not have good influence to make an impact. If you don't have good economics, you will suffer from networking. If you don't have good economics, it's going to be extremely challenging for you to get the changes, to get the people that need to go into Congress and Senate and make the changes. This is not about Democrat or Republican. This is about life and death. This is about wrong or right. Go out there and raise awareness on the issues that matter to you and see who's attracted to your cause and see who will come to your aid and see who's going to take up your cause. And that's what you do. This is, you know, let me read what Trice is saying. So I'm going to read comments. Trice said this is true because we have top-notch insurance, a provider. I'm trying to see what you said. I can't read it there. I was trying to see what you said. It disappeared so fast. But like Trice was saying, you know, you have to advocate. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to keep it mad real with you. There's enough Black women on social media to make a change. There's enough Black women to change the image of Black women overnight. Image matters, but we need a unified front. There's way too much hostility amongst Black women. There's way too much dysfunction. I'm going to say this. If you have issues with Black women to the point where you're speaking badly and you are a Black woman, don't fuck with us. Go away. That's what I say. If you don't like Black women and you're a Black woman, just don't fuck with us. Go move to Oregon. Go move to Wyoming. Go move to Alaska. You know, but that's a good question. Summer Sunshine. How can Black women change the image when they're not on the same page? Summer Sunshine, that's a great question. Like I said, attach yourself and network with people who are on the same page with you. Many of you may not know, I run another page. That's why I've been so busy. And I've been doing 100 different things. I have not been hiding. I'm here. Some of you are on my page. Some of you are members on the Laws of Enchantress. The core of that page is Black women healing and traditionalism. And a lot of Black women aren't traditionalists. A lot of Black women aren't, you know, classical. Yes, it is. That's my hair. Yes, it is. This is what my hair looks like. It's a matted mess. I have to take care of it. But this is what I braid under my wig. Yes, it is. So, a lot of Black women are not going to be, thank you so much. It's a lot, but thank you so much. But, a lot of Black women are not going to be on the same page, but it doesn't mean that you can't network within your own cause. Like, for instance, I believe in traditionalism. I believe in marriage for Black women. I believe, not believe, but the truth is economic empowerment comes through marriage. It's not for debate. You guys know Hesesput. You can make fun of me all you want, but I came here to bring you the facts. My life is good, okay? My life is not bad. Don't believe the madness you hear. My life is good. And I'm trying to tell you, you can't get to a higher level independently. You have to network. Look at me. I started advocating for Black women to not die in childbirth. I've talked to Maxine Waters. I've talked to New York State Senator. I'm not special. I just started to go online, read the facts, and connect. And now lawmakers are making laws in New York State They're making laws in India and in Oregon. They're making laws to protect women of color. But Summer, you don't have to settle. You need to go on Summer. You might want to check this video at the end. You might want to go on Laws of Enchantress, because the thing is that black women don't know their power as black women. I'm going to say this very nicely. I'm trying not to be too controversial. I don't want YouTube to delete this video again, because that's what happened last time. But black women have a lot of special attributes that are unique to us. Black women have a lot of cultural, traditional things that are a plus to us. And I'm trying to keep it clean. And the thing is that we don't live in a society that upholds and worships and adores and actually respects what we bring to the table as black women. You don't have to settle. I'm not settling. I'm very happy. I'm not settling. But the thing is that they're not teaching you that because they want you to operate on their handicaps. I said this in my Law of Enchantress group. You're following women who don't even clean their chicken. You're following women who put raisins in their potato salad. You're following women. You're following women who don't even season their meat. We make fun of it. You see the memes all over Facebook. We talk about it. We talk about it in Laws of Enchantress. But yet something as serious and as special as your love life, you're mimicking them. Why? They lack the sensuality. They lack the spirituality. There's something missing. That's why they're constantly mimicking us. If you notice, we are the ones who are mimicked. I talked about it today in Laws of Enchantress. I forgot her name. I think it's Rachel. And she was a white woman who was actually mimicking a black woman. She was the head of a black group. Somebody help me out. Her name was Rachel. And she got found out that she was not black at all, but she's wearing black braids, black hair, and she literally had to get caught in the light in the corner for her to admit that she was an actual white woman. How many black women do you see imitating a white woman to that point? Even when we are mixed, even when we are biracial, they still want to rock on the black side. This woman was a complete Caucasian woman, and she was the head of thank you, Rachel Docio. And she was the head of a black organization. And she was mimicking us. And we still don't see we're the upgrade. We are the upgrade. We can change society. We can have a life that other women envy simply by being the best, healed, and loved version of us. I'm not trying to diss anyone else. Like I said, I'm a nerd. I'm all about learning. I'm all about expanding. I'm all about learning. I'm not perfect, but I'm all about learning. When I came to this channel, I told y'all the truth, what I was doing, my life, my education. That is the truth. But I'm all about learning. But the truth is, those are extras. You have a lot of women who don't have soul. They don't have sensuality. They don't have the essence that black women have. They just don't. That's why they're wearing our lips, our hips. If a black woman wears a weave that's straight, they challenge her, oh, you're not proud to be black. Why does nobody challenge other women that wears lips, that wears hips, that tries to accentuate themselves into ethnic shapes, that tan their skin to look a specific way? Yet no one bothers these women. And nobody ever goes up to Becky and says, Becky, are you proud to be white, when she got big ass duck lips and they're done? You're talking about weave. I think it's much more impactful for somebody to copy my physical attribute, which is a permanent thing. Permanently change your ass, permanently change your waist. Nobody goes up to Becky, or they don't go to Kendall Jenner, exactly, Sunshine, and say, do you like being a white woman? But they do that to black women when we've been wearing wigs and weaves and braids and extensions since 2000 BC, since ancient Egyptians. And you know why they constantly talk about black women? Because other black women talk about black women. We don't have a code. I know I have friends from all over, but you will rarely see a white woman go on a white platform and berate and degrade another white woman, no matter what. That's why they get away with it. No one's questioning them when they get their boobs done. Nobody's questioning them when they get their nose done. No one's questioning them when they get their hips done. No one's questioning them when they get their ass done. If you think all of a sudden white girls started doing squats, they've been doing squats since Jane Fonda, my love. They've been doing squats since Three's Company and Thigh Master. And all of a sudden their ass is growing? No, that shot, it's all work. But they support and respect each other, even when they don't like each other. They don't degrade one another on MTV. They don't go make fun of each other on TMZ. They don't make rap videos and the only two female rappers are dissing each other. You have to understand there's an agenda, and black women are powerful. And we can make changes to better ourselves literally overnight if we just transform the negativity into positivity. I'm just one person, and I was so impressed with the way. Exactly. Susan Summers and all her exercising products, all of a sudden they discovered to do squats 2 weeks ago and they all got ass overnight. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You don't get ass overnight. But the thing is that the black woman is the most copied woman. But yet, as a black woman, you feel you have to learn all their skills, all their attributes, all their ways. Like I said, learning is fundamental. But you don't need all of that. Once you are the best version of yourself, I'm going to say it again. Once you are the best version of yourself, once you love yourself, once you adore yourself, you don't need any of that. They need the Versace. They need the Moschino. They need to learn how to use every fucking fork at the table. They don't have a certain come hither. So they have to compensate with all this externalness because they don't have it. All the meditation, all the yoga, all the crystal healings, all the manifestation, all this metaphysical stuff, it comes from either the Middle East, Africa, or Asia. But yet, if you look online, you try to do a law of attraction class or a crystal healing or any type of metaphysical thing, you see they're abundantly in it. So black women, you have the power to network with your collective. And all I'm saying is that I'm pro-black women happiness. I'm pro-black women health. And all I'm saying is that when you make a choice to follow a path, know who you are as a black woman. Know your power as a black woman. If you even like the African ancient religions, whether you look at them as folklore or whether you look at them as true religions you follow today, Oshun, which is Oshun, Oshun, you know, she is the goddess of light, water, energy, fertility, and you can't live on the planet without water. I was just talking about this in Laws of Enchantress. And she's dressed in yellow, representing the sun and light. Water, light, those are two essential elements that life can't survive. So even from the beginning, whether it's Christian and Mary, the mother of God, and she was worshipped for the first time in a black continent, in a black country, Ethiopia, they're not going to let you know this. A lot of people say, oh, Christianity is a white man's religion. How the hell is it a white man's religion when it was made in the Middle East with a bunch of Sephardic Jews that were darker skinned than me? And the first country beyond Rome to have a Christian denomination was Somalia, which is an African nation. It was the first one to have a Christian black denomination. When the white people went over there and saw a black woman holding the mother of God and holding God, and it was black statues and black Madonnas, they freaked out. They didn't bring none of that shit back to Rome. You literally are the essence of man. You literally are, whether it's Hinduism, whether it is Afrocentric, whether it is, Muslim, in every single way, shape, or form, the woman is worshipped, the woman is adored. And it's a woman of color. It's an Afrocentric woman. You are Eve. If you want to get scientific, the black woman has the Eve gene. Okay? Let me tell you something. There's going to be a lot of things you don't know. It is your responsibility. People will tell you what they want you to know. They'll look me up and tell you crazy stuff about me, and I'm laughing with my imaginary boyfriend that's, I've been with for 8 months. You have to realize people will manipulate things to let you know. It's up to you to use your common sense and use what you see in front of you. Do your own research. Like when someone told me, I will never make a change. Someone told me I'm dreaming if I think I'm going to change or have any impact with medical discrimination. And I did. I was so proud to see lawmakers starting to do investigations. This can literally save thousands of lives. If you don't know, it is a tsunami of women dying. I actually contacted, hey, thank you. Thank you so much. It's the love glow. It's the love glow. I actually contacted Judge Hatchett, and we discussed her daughter-in-law who died, and she was crushed. And she's Judge Hatchett, and her daughter was in the best, her daughter-in-law, not daughter, daughter-in-law, was in the best hospital in California, and she died of hemorrhaging after giving birth to a second child. She went in perfectly normal, and there was like a 10-hour stretch where her life could have been saved, but because she's a black woman, doesn't matter if she's the daughter of a well-known judge and she has 2 masters, we have to know as black women, there's a certain agenda that they want us to be seen. And I'm not into controversy. I'm not into like non-factual things. I try to keep my channel as factual and as focused on uplifting and advancing black women as much as possible. That's what I've been dedicated to. You're never gonna come on here and see excessive drama. That's not what I'm about. If you're looking for that, you might want to unsubscribe because things are so serious right now. Because I travel, I see the gentrification. I see limited abilities for black women. I told you that having an advanced degree is not going to let you win. Now you're hearing all this crazy news about trillions of dollars of student debts, and black women are disproportionately affected. I told you this first. I did a video. And I told you that it's not a joke, but people want to do drama and stuff, and y'all want to do this, and y'all want to diss Kanye wear wigs. Nigga, I got hair, fuck you. I don't care. I'm here because I see the kamakazi about to hit the shit out of black women. And y'all listening to people who living comfortably, who don't gotta worry about working, son. Who don't gotta worry about where their check gonna come from, who don't gotta worry about money and stuff. I'm here to empower you. I'm here to uplift you. I'm here to let you know that these situations are not gonna go away because you ignore them. There's soon gonna be no hoods. Everything is getting gentrified. I stayed in an Airbnb in Philadelphia with my boyfriend. And I could not believe the gentrification happening, even in the worst areas. Bushwick, okay? California. Even the areas that used to be hood back then. They're not hood no more. You're going to have no sanctuary, son, to pay your rent. This is real shit. You're going to have no sanctuary. And it's a tsunami. I had friends that I fell out with that weren't black, obsessed with me. I'm reading it now, Faith. And exactly, how many black women do you see? There's another black woman that's not black woman, but she's a white woman. I'm reading it, Faith. Thank you for saying that. But it's true what Faith is saying. They mimic us. There's another white woman who made her skin mad dark. I don't know if you guys saw her. She made her skin super dark. And she got like stuff for her hair to copy our texture. She went to Africa and she was dancing in the circle. And she was a white woman who wanted to be black. If you guys can look her up, and she was trying to change. But black women, what you don't understand is that there's a kamikaze coming specifically for us, especially for black women, and it doesn't have to. There's solutions. If more of us are serious, if more of us have a public united front. Okay, the Russian lady, exactly, Jerry, we're talking about it. If more of us do things. So I want to go through a few things. Bear with me. It's not boring. And I'm going to put everything I talk about as I normally do. I put it in the description box. So the first thing is talking about black women dying in childbirth. I'm going to read it to you. This is from CNN. And again, if you like what I'm reading, I'm going to put it in the description box after I upload the live so y'all can see it for yourself. So it says in 2010 till now, and it's actually a black woman that's married to a white guy, okay? So she was given birth at 39, and she said about 1,200 black women die from pregnancy or childbirth complications, and black women are likely to die 3 to 4 times more of complications and in pregnancy more than white women, okay? And they said the data was shocking. So they said they've known the numbers for years. So whether you're conservative, whether you're liberal, it's not about that. It's about us putting our name in the game, getting in the game, put me in the game, coach, and getting yourself active. You can't just keep sitting down and saying, no one advocates for us. No one fights. Then get your ass up and do it. I can't do it alone. And when I went to Washington, there were so many educated sisters. There were so many sisters there, you know, advocating. And I was like, wow, this is great. And you can make a difference. Look at that Puerto Rican chick. The Puerto Rican chick that beat that 10-time or 10-year senator, whatever she beat. She beat some congressman. And she was a bartender's son last year. Look her up. She's a Spanish chick, and she got sick of the system. And she said, I'm going to go. This girl was a bartender last year, and now she is, you know, she beat a congressman, and she's like a socialist believing in health care, free education. The point is, whether you agree with her platform or not, you got to find a way to raise awareness, take accountability. I'm not saying y'all got to run for congressman, but there's so many ways you can do advocacy, volunteer, donate, even doing a hashtag, even finding an organization that you like and sharing that shit on Facebook and sharing that stuff here and there. You can make a difference. But if you sit down here and you keep complaining, I'm sorry to tell you, you are part of the problem. Instead of using your platform or your Facebook or your Twitter or your Instagram, whatever it is that you're using, or even your own mouth to mouth, instead of using those actions for negativity, try to use it to raise awareness. What is it that you care about? Thank you. Thank you so much, Emerald. So, that's what I'm saying. When I did the laws of Enchantress, I said black women need to be healed. Before I can tell black women to find love, get married, lose weight, you gotta love yourself first. And it sounds mad, corny, and cliche, but a lot of us are hurt, a lot of us are damaged. And even if you don't have those extremities, even if you've never been exposed to an abusive relationship, even if you haven't been exposed to pain and hurt, you're living in a world that is saturated to begin with negativity, even subconsciously, even if you don't subscribe to it, even if you don't believe it. Thank you so much. I've been here. I've been doing my Laws of Enchantress on my Facebook page. I've been there. My last video for this page, I think, was about a month ago. So I've been making videos. I've been using slideshows because it loads easier. I've been having problem uploading videos and stuff, but I haven't been gone. I'm here. I'm here. But the thing is that I want to keep my thing concentrated. I am dedicated to your betterment. There's nothing that I've given you or I've said that has not been factual that you can't look up. That's why I read, hey, what's up? How you doing? That's why I read from articles. That's why I go and I actually put the facts. Oh, I missed you too. I've been doing the Laws of Enchantress. I have a closed page. So if you guys want to see me there, that's a great page that I'm doing now. And I fell into it. I did it. It was supposed to be a one-shot thing. And I could not believe the response. It's about loving, healing, meditation. So, it's all about stuff like that. But, black women have this issue with dying in childbirth. And that is my advocacy. I'm raising awareness for it. We finally made progress. Lawmakers in New York State are finally doing investigations because of women like me who are doing actions. So it says why America's black mothers and babies are in a life and death crisis. And this is from the New York Times. And the answer says the disparity in death rates have everything to do with the lived experience of being a black woman in America. So I'm telling you, I'm not special. You guys can do the same thing, whether it's childcare, okay? Whether it's, this is giving you life. I'm about to braid this mojo and put it back my wig. Like, I can't deal with this no more. But, this is something that any of us can do, and it should show black women your power. You are powerful. You're not this dilapidated, dysfunctional, messed up female being. You know what I'm saying? You're not that. You can do anything you want to accomplish. And thank you. But you can do anything you want to accomplish. Thank you, Pia. If you truly put your heart to it. But we need a collective. I want to say something very, very controversial. It might make you be like Connie Lord. But look at Harry Weinstein. Not Harry or Henry. What's that guy name? The guy who raped everybody in Hollywood, the Jewish guy. Is it Harry or Henry Weinstein? I don't know. But you guys know who I'm talking about. He was a movie director. And someone said this. Okay, Harvey. Thank you, Summer. Thank you, Summer. Harvey Weinstein. What I'm about to say might make you unfollow me. But like I said, I tell you the truth. I can't help it. All right? So I'll see you later, Pia. I'll see you later. But let me tell you the truth. Harvey Weinstein was the most well-known director in Hollywood. It was not a secret to what he was doing. Several people came out. Hey, bye, Pia. Several people came out. And several people said, okay, listen, several people said that he was well known for doing what he did in Hollywood. And that's how women got roles. They had to do a role to get a role. They had to do a position to get a position. I shouldn't make fun of it. But the reason why Harvey Weinstein was able to do this for so long is because it sounds fucked up what I'm about to say. It's because Jewish people stick together. This guy was League of the Strong. You got it going on. You're dead wrong, dead wrong. He was dead wrong. But the reason it kept so quiet for mad years, I hate to say this too, most of Hollywood is, okay? Most of Hollywood is Hava Nagila, and they're not going to snitch on each other. I'm pretty sure behind closed doors, they probably couldn't stand that dude. They knew he was a creep. Everything's coming out now in the court case. But they have a consensus. They have a public front. Think about that for a second. How many people of the Jewish faith do you come out here and saying Harvey Weinstein's a piece of bleep? How many people of the Jewish faith is out here shitting on Harvey Weinstein? Not a fucking soul. But if it's a black woman, we look for every opportunity. It's almost like we're overly eager to diss and insult each other. Even if you're getting into an argument, even if you get into a disagreement, it's a public forum. I'm pretty sure they got beef in the white Hollywood, in the white corporate world. I'm sure Bill Gates had beef with Steve Jobs. I'm sure Samsung got beef with Apple. I'm sure he was a monster. Exactly. Just watch a documentary on Harvey. He was a monster to him and his employees, and they were scared to talk back then. Exactly. But why were they scared to talk? If it was Harvey by himself, one man can't make the whole Hollywood fall to their knees like mad cow disease, like Eminem said. It's because they have a consensus, and their consensus is so crazy that it don't matter if you're wrong or right. It's called a public front. It's kind of like the police officers when they had the blue wall of silence. I'm pretty sure they have a lot of good officers behind the scenes saying, whoa, that shit was messed up, son. But in a public forum, they're not going to degrade, insult, and tear each other down. Shit is always going to happen behind the scenes. That's life. If you can't deal with it, get over it. And a lot of black women will complain about black men or negative things in general against black women, but go out there and mimic the same or exact behavior to one another. You can't get mad if somebody's dragging you or dragging your child or dragging your lover, your husband, your business, your name, whatever it is, and you go out there and do the same thing. You lose respect as a consensus as a people because people are watching you. Every drop in the bucket counts. Why don't you try to get a viewpoint from a non-black person? Why don't you get a friend that is not ethnic at all and try to get an honest one? And they will tell you the destruction, the calamity that they look at when they see the black community. And we're the only thing keeping ourselves down. Now, black women, you got a big opportunity because people watch us. People listen to us. We're intoxicating. We're enchanting. People listen. Look at Maxine Waters. She's like 79 years old, and she's the most outspoken, well-known, non-presidential Democratic candidate or Democratic, politician. And she's a black woman. She's older. It's not about sex appeal. It's the message and the passion and the conviction she talks with. Whether you agree with her or not, she's noticeable. And that's the magic of the black woman. And we have so much going. Don't focus on the negativity. I could have easily left YouTube. I could have easily cut my channel off, cut my Facebook off, and run away. I had nothing to run from. I kept going with my message, going to Washington, because what I have to bring and what I have to say is bigger than me, bigger than you. It's all of us. It can affect your child. It can affect your daughter, your mother. It can affect any female that you care about. And we have the ability to make real change. Stop sitting around worrying about Democrat, Republican. Stop sitting around worrying about conservative. All you need to worry about is what's wrong and what is right. That's all you need to worry about, and whatever is wrong or right. Connie, but should we speak up when behavior of the powerful is harmful to the community? So you said, should we speak up when behavior of the thing is that you need to become your own community. For instance, when I made the Laws of Enchantress, that's my other program. It's a closed page, and I also have a paywall, a one-time fee, $199, and it's a continuous course for black women traditionalism. When I did that course, I'm not going to lie, people laughed at me. People, oh, you don't got a man, how you going to talk? People, you know how black people are to each other, mad abusive. They'll go to a white person and pay $1,000 to lay on their couch. And that white person has no need of your culture, not your best interests. They got a degree on the wall, but they have no actual connection. We don't ask questions. We love to pay money to white people. We love to pay money to white people. We love it. We do. We'll walk into a white person to give us therapy, and that white person probably don't even associate with black people beyond her Manhattan office. So, exactly, yeah, that's exactly correct what Ya just said. You don't even have to visit non-white friends. You can actually go to the alt-right channels when they think black people aren't around and hear how they talk about you. But to a certain degree, it's called money, power, respect. A lot of those same alt-right people, they don't like Jewish people, but they're much, 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 much more intimidated to come out on a public front because Jewish people are invested, they're united, they're together. You know what I'm saying? They went to their own shit. Whether you want to disagree or not, they went to their own shit. But the fact is, you're not fucking with them. You fuck with one, you fuck with all of them. Black people have too much public discord. Too much. And I experienced that myself, and I was laughing when I saw the shit that was happening. I said, I'm going to sit around to see who's going to say what. Because I know what I'm trying to do is bring change. And I believe in traditionalism. I do believe in gender roles. I believe in black women getting respected. Trump went after the Jewish community, but he backed off real quick. Trump went after the Jewish community, but what did he do? He gave Israel their capital. Right now, Trump is the hero of Jewish people. The Jews been dying to move their embassy for the longest time. And for the first time in history, he went against all United Nations. And their embassy is moved, son. Their embassy is in the holiest place where several different religions run through. So he can talk all that incognito shit, but on a public forum, he has to kowtow down because they have a lot of economic investments in this country. It's not like you can go too far with that shit. He can say little side-eye remarks, but the fact is they have a big stake in our economic environment and also in the international. But exactly, it's called money, power, respect. And we have to get invested in the process. We have to attain economic empowerment. Economic is tied to everything, whether it's health, whether it's wealth, whether it's mental happiness, whether it's families coming together, whether it's successful marriages. Economic is the life force behind everything. That's why I made this page for black women, to teach you how to get economic empowerment, to teach you how to get your life together, to teach you the tools. And it's there. I'm not doing anything magical. I'm looking to see what the facts are and bringing the facts to you. I give you information and links that you can research. Like I said, anyone could do it, but guess what? People weren't doing it. They were doing drama, talking about Drake, talking about rappers, talking about drama, every opportunity to hate on this person and that person. Because let's be honest. YouTube, you can make money on YouTube. So the more sensational, the more tea, the more irresponsible, that's where you see a lot of the bad behavior come from on YouTube. Because people know I don't have any substance to talk about. So let me go on YouTube and talk shit. Let me go on YouTube and pass out tea. Let me go on YouTube and do things that can get my channel banned. You don't understand, they don't have anything of substance to grab you. So we're going to do crazy shit. I'm going to pull my top off and show my boobs. Or I'm going to be on here and I'm going to be twerking. Or I'm going to talk shit. It's sad because we have the ability as black women. You listening to the video right now, this is not no hopeful, happy, over the rainbow shit. This is real shit. You can change your life. You can get the life you wanted. You can connect. You can make a change. But let me tell you something else, professional. The number one problem is we have been poisoned. You know what I mean? We have been poisoned. We have been so disrespected by others. We have been so disrespected by our community that many of us are mentally handicapped. What am I talking about? Let's just say you offended me, Pia offended me, or Trice offended me, or anyone listening to this channel. Let's just say you offended me. Your behavior is your behavior. What do I mean by that? You should be held 100% accountable for your behavior. There is no scapegoating violent behavior, whether it's verbal violence, whether it's harassment, whether it's physical violence. If my boyfriend cheated on me right now, I can't burn his house down, wait for the cops, and when the cops get to my door, Miss Walker, why you burn down your man's house? Oh, he cheated on me. Okay, Miss Walker. What else? I shot him, and he's in the backyard. Okay, Miss Walker, just keep his body on ice. We'll be back to pick him up when you're ready. Yeah, right. They're going to arrest my black ass, put the handcuffs on me, and drag me away because I am held accountable for my actions. I can't scapegoat or rationalize bad behavior. But black women do it all the time. They'll complain about black men and complain about this, but they will hurt one another. They will drag one another. They will talk bad about one another. And I'm not saying you're perfect, but when you go on YouTube, when you go on MTV, when you go on TMZ, when you go on Wendy Williams, when you go on Hot 97, when you go on public national TV and talk bad about black women or make black women look stupid like Tiffany Haddish, or when you have a media that has a certain way they want to portray black women. Like, for instance, let me see what Zamika said. Zamikia. Yeah, you're right. Barrels in a crab in the barrels mindset. But what most black women don't realize is that the media has an agenda for you. When I was growing up, I talked about this in my other video. When I was growing up, we had black female rappers. We had MC Lyte. We had Foxy Brown, we had Lil' Kim, we had Da Brat, you know what I'm saying? We had Queen Latifah. I actually could listen to rap music and rap image, you know, whatever. It wasn't perfect, it was raunchy, but it was a, you know, it was a variety. Don't you see what the media is doing? They're handpicking the worst of the worst. And it's hard for you to be successful in any way when you have an overwhelming, disproportionate image. It's bad. Come on, you got Amber Rose, former stripper. I don't care if she biracial. They throw that bitch to black women. You got Black China, former stripper. Why is she even famous? I'm still trying to find out. Former stripper. Now you got Cardi B, former stripper. When you watch rap videos, it's like they don't know you can have a different environment. Everyone's in a stripper. Okay? Then you got Tiffany Haddish, who is a comedian, and she does nothing but, she's like a living, walking, talking, negative caricature of every stereotype you've ever heard of black women. Like, she has to degrade herself as a black woman and in essence make us look ghetto to get a laugh. Now you got Chris Rock, you got Chris Tucker, you got Steve Harvey. I watched the Kings of Comedy. I've never seen a black man degrade himself to that extent and call himself ghetto, trash, poor, poverty, just to get laughs. You have to understand there's a certain agenda, there's a certain way the media wants us to be seen. And once you become aware of that, you realize it's because we are powerful. It's because if we become aware, we don't have to be leveling up. We don't have to, we are the upgrade. We are the essence. We don't need Versace Hachi and speak 10 languages and have 10 bags and wear Louboutins. When we are the best version of ourselves, no one can mess with us. I talked about it in Laws of Enchantress today on the closed page. Look at Eddie Murphy. Don't you guys want to know why Nikki Murphy, his ex-wife, got so popular all of a sudden? Because Eddie Murphy broke up with her and married a white girl 20 to 15 years younger than his wife. His wife gave birth to 5 children. They did a photo op as a, connected family. And everyone was like, holy crap. Who was the girl? Like, which one's the ex-wife? Which one's the future wife? Eddie Murphy's wife is bad. Ex-wife, the black one, the light skin, the high yellow with the nice eyes. She's bad as hell. She's bad as hell. And you have to understand that it don't matter if the white chick was 20 years younger. It don't matter if she was wearing Valentino and Versace, Moschino, and Ferragamo. When we are the best versions of ourselves, when we are loved, adored, and confident, because Eddie Murphy's wife said, I'm going to make sure I keep taking care of myself, loving myself, treating myself right. And guess what? She got famous for being the super hot ex-wife of Eddie Murphy. Nobody even know what Eddie Murphy's current wife name is. Do you? I don't know. But because the focus came there, they were like, damn, she's hot as hell. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that When we concentrate, when we focus on ourselves first, nobody is telling you to be a sacrificial lamb. We're talking about black women helping other black women. We're talking about black women being devoted to black women happiness. We're talking about black women being engaged in what it means to be a black woman. Exactly, Ebony, that's right. Eddie Murphy's wife is, I think she gave birth to five children, and she's over 50, and she's still more banging because we are special. Only a black woman or woman of black heritage, I don't care if she's mixed, we are the ones that can do that because we have that sensuality. That's why our lips mimic. Do you know what it means to have full lips? The biology, what it does to a man's brain when he sees full curves. There's an actual science behind it, and it actually shows if we have an abundance of these features that we actually have a massive challenge, not challenge, but opportunity. We have a big edge. We don't gotta do the same thing Becky is doing. We don't put raisins in our potato salad. We don't put our chicken straight from out the bag in the fryer. We don't not season our meat. We marinate our shit. So why do we think we have to do what she's doing for success? She's operating with the advantages she have. She's not talking about what we have, but yet so many of us are compelled to follow and do what she's doing. That's why you see black women dying in childbirth. That's why you see black women have disproportionate health. Like, for instance, when I went to a seminar in NYU, it talked about health disparities. If you ever see a disproportionate disparity, whether it's heart disease, cancers, STDs, or obesity in any demographic, you know something is wrong. And so many black women who are overweight, because I was 254 pounds. Now I'm 5'7", about 153 pounds. I still want to go down a little bit more. But a lot of black women don't know that they've been attacked, kamakazi attacked, with so many ways for obesity. A lot of black women aren't even being told by their doctors how to eat the right way. There's an Afro-American diet that is good for black women. We are insulin sensitive. We are not good with highly processed foods. That's why you could put a white woman and a black woman on the same diet. At the end of the day, the white woman will lose more weight, not because she's magical, but she's been more exposed to a processed diet. Because remember, they come from cold countries. I talked about this before. Black people come from hot countries where vegetables, fish, and livestock never died all year round. White people come from countries that die, that has different seasons. So they had to make bread and cake and cookies and pasta and pound the grain. So their body has been exposed for thousands of years more than black people to processed foods. They did a scientific Pew did a scientific Pew Research study. And it said black people need to have an insulin-reduced diet, especially black women. But why don't you think the medical community is telling you this? Because they don't care. Our hair products, not just relaxers, have extra, estrogens that affect black women. One of my members gave me the report. And I could not believe the hairsprays we use, the cosmetics we use that are targeted for black women mess with our hormones and our estrogens and our androgens, which cause us to be obese. But it's so crazy that black women feel so negative about themselves and don't realize there is something wrong. There is something. I went through the same thing with PCOS. I thought I was crazy for years. I gained 71 pounds in 1 year. And I was not even a meat eater at the time. I only eat fish and greens. And I got so obese. And I know there's more black women who feel like, oh, because I'm not eating carrots and string beans. No, you are being kamakazi. There's an agenda to keep you sick, fat, depressed, and not feeling desirable. Because if we come into the light, the whole world is going to get blinded. So black women are supposed to eat a more protein-based diet, something like a paleo or an Atkins. The paleo diet, when it first was discovered, was an Afrocentric diet. They call it the caveman diet. Nah, son. It was originally an Afrocentric diet or insulin-reduced diet because black people for thousands of years, remember, we come from Africa. We're not used to eating processed food. This is not me telling you a secret. The medical community, the consensus said that African Americans have this issue because we were not exposed. Remember, if you come from a hot country, you can fish all year. right? You can catch animals all year, right? You can grow vegetables all year, right? You can pluck, fruit from the tree all year, right? All of a sudden, they take you from a hot place and put you in a cold place, and your body can't process this excess carbs that breaks down to excess. All carbs are sugars. Simple carbs, breads, pastas, cakes, grains, oats, fibers, that's sugars. When your body can't use it, it turns down to sugar. Paleo, keto, Atkins, anything that keeps food in its natural state. Even if you want a little bit of process, I would recommend 85 to 95% natural foods and 5% processed if you need to have it around. But why am I telling you this? This is a known fact. I went to Presbyterian, I went to Columbia, I went to Lenox. This is a known fact that if black people, specifically black women, go on this diet, you will change your life. But why do you think the medical community will say an obese black woman come to the office and not tell you shit? When's the last time, if you're overweight, because I was overweight, when's the last time you went to the doctor and they said, perhaps you should see a nutritionist? Did you know that acupuncture is one of the leading ways to lose weight? Did you know that most black women don't even know that you can lose weight with acupuncture? Because it's on the paleo, yep. That's what I use because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. But it's a kamakazi. You guys could keep thinking there's no agenda. The black woman is the ultimate woman, whether you like it or not. And if somebody says that's racist, then give me back my lips, my hips, my ass, my skin color. The only reason they're not mimicking here is because that's slowly coming around. I'm seeing black girls, I'm seeing white chicks with dreadlocks now. While I was traveling, I'm seeing them combing their hair the wrong way. And I don't know about the ketogenic diet. I'm not sure about it. But basically, any diet where the bulk of your food is natural is an Afrocentric diet. The paleo diet is not the paleo. It was discovered that this is the diet for African people, and they took it from African diet to paleo and call it caveman diet. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you want to make a change as a black woman, keep the focus positive. I'm not saying Harvey Weinstein was a good example, but look at the togetherness. And you still, even after this guy was accused of raping over 90 white actresses and black, whatever you want to call it, they still have not come out against them as a Jewish community and said, shame, shame, shame. They keep their mouth. Is that good? Nah. But it's to show you their dedication to preserving a united front. I'm pretty freaking sure behind closed doors, they're ashamed. Exactly. Our African American features are popular. My boyfriend is from Great Britain. And he told me when white men talk and they want to date or non-black men, they love the Afrocentric woman. They love it. And they're scared for you to know your beauty. So they got to do everything negative about it. They're telling you that you need to know how to ride a horse. Thank you. Thank you so much. They're telling you you got to ride a horse. They're telling you you got to know every single liquor. They're telling you you got to be able to speak in tongues before you can even feel you're good enough to step your foot into the high-end dating pool. And that's not true. You're operating on Becky because Becky is shallow. Becky doesn't have warmth. Becky doesn't have sensuality. If you think I'm being racist, it's not true. When's the last time you heard a brother talk about he want to have a threesome with 3 size 16, thick thighs, big booties, full booby girls? They can't handle one. They need to have 5 of them girls just to have a little sexual experience. Black women are the full meal. When's the last time you heard a brother go into the club? Yeah, I'm looking to have a threesome tonight. You can't even handle the one-some. You better hope you can get yourself through the big size booty 14 that's coming to you in that bedroom later on. We're not the same. It's okay to be unique. It's okay to be different. I'm not downing her, but it makes me highly frustrated that we think as black women the path to success is mimicking them. They need Versace. They need Moschino. They need all the externalness because they lack the internalness. I'm going to say it again. They need all that externalness. Look at Eddie Murphy's ex-wife. All she got to do is keep being positive. She keep working out. She take care of herself. And it don't matter his ex-girlfriend or his current wife is 20 years younger. It don't matter that she's white with blonde. She not blowing up. Nikki Murphy is blowing up with 5 kids under her belt. That's amazing to me. There's so much amazing things happening with black women, but the more we think that we got to compensate for what we don't lack, makes no sense. You can go out there and make a change. You can raise awareness for black women. You can have the love life you want. You can have the marriage you want. You don't have to compensate. But like I said, you need to be aware what's happening so you can make the right choices. Put your happiness first, second, and third. Stop trying to save the world and help one another as black women. You want to save a world? Help the black women world. BWW, Black Women World. Help us. Because we don't understand image is everything. It truly is. And you want to make sure you advocate and you show care for one another. You want to make sure if you see something happening to black women, that's when you raise your voice. You know what I'm saying? That's when you say, okay. Like for instance, we use our energy in a negative way. Black women world. That's right. You want to save the world? Save black women world. Forget about conservative. Forget about liberal. It's wrong and right. It's life and death. And this type of thing is going to help us do better for one another. And I'm not saying it's going to be some fake ass kumbaya where we all love each other. But we have to have a respect on the united front. If you're my Laws of Enchantress page, you're going to see that there was an experiment I did with a page that is disproportionately Becky's. And they cannot handle black women on the same level. And I'm telling you, you know, it's a, Tia, it's okay. It's okay. You're just joking. Yes? Yep, I remember that. Puerto Rico was actually one of the first places it took place where they tested birth control pills. They actually did something with some experiment, Tuskegee experiment as well, where they were knowingly giving men, I think, some type of syphilis or not treating men. Let me tell you something. There's always going to be issues and challenges, but we as black women, we have the power. I'm telling you, you are not hopeless. The world's not coming to an end. You got a female who was Puerto Rican who was a bartender last year, and now she's running for, now she beat a 10-year Democrat congressman because she said, you know what, I'm sick of this shit. She put her bartending apron down, and with no support, no money, no belief, she beat somebody that was on the way to replacing Nancy Pelosi as the head of the Democratic Party. That is massive, and it shows you, you are the upgrade. You are amazing. And I'm not just saying this just to say it. If you don't like black women and you think black women are problematic and you think black women have issues and you think we're so horrible, then move to Iceland or Scotland or Alaska. Don't associate with black women. Don't talk about black women. Put yourself in a spaceship. We don't need you on public platforms degrading black women. If you get excited and you start salivating and you start playing with your coochie at the thought of degrading another black woman, you are part of the problem. You're no better than the black men that you say, oh, you need to heal. No, I'm not even being an asshole. You need to heal. If you start having orgasms because you have the opportunity to degrade another person, like I said, my boyfriend can cheat on me right now. I'm not going to burn down his house because no matter what, I'm accountable for my actions. Don't let nobody scapegoat abuse and violence. Don't let nobody, no. If my boyfriend cheat on me right now, I can't go stab him and be like, but he cheated on me. The cop's going to arrest my black ass, drag me to prison, and say, bitch, this is your sentence. So don't let no black woman tell you if you see them degrading, embarrassing, violence, hurting, world star hip hop, or anything, even Tiffany Haddish, don't let no one try to rationalize their behavior. I don't care what happens to you. This is America. You are fully accountable for your actions. That's when I take full accountability for anything I do. You are accountable for your actions. There is no, oh, this person did this to me, I'm going to do that. No, that means you are fucked up. You need a scapegoat. You have mental issues. You are just as bad. You are a victim of abuse. Don't let anyone try to encourage you, or because I see it all the time. I see it all the time. Like no, I am a confident black woman. There's nothing no one can do that'll make me do something to put myself in jail. I'm just not going to do it. There's nothing a man can do that's going to make me jeopardize my freedom. You cheat on me, I'm going to go to Junior's, order 2 cheesecakes, rent a couple of movies, have 2 or 3 bottles of wine, and I'm going to rock like that. But I am fully aware and fully accountable of my behavior at all times. It's actually the law. It's actually a good habit to take up because it's the law. And we are powerful women. We can change economics. We can network. We can change laws. You don't like how we're seen? You don't like black women not valued? You don't like black women not getting attention? No one capes for us? Then you cape for us. I'm caping for you. Neither rain, nor sleet, nor snow, my show of supporting, advocating, and promoting the wellness of black women must go on. If I died tomorrow, at least I can say I truly tried to better the lives of women beyond my reach. And that's what I do. And I'm not going to stop doing it. No one's going to stop me or distract me from doing it. And I started with the laws of Enchantress to heal black women. Because I said, how are you going to ask people to love and have relationships, Connie, if they don't love themselves? How are you going to expect people to be happy with someone if they're not happy with themselves? How are you going to expect people to be secure in a relationship if they're not secure with themselves? And I started contacting people and networking people and put a book together because of my love and dedication to black women. I just don't want you to open your options. I want you to open your heart to love you first, because that's the best way to ensure you're protected, you're healed, and you're not going to have these issues continuously and keep going back and forth. So that's why I wanted to do the Kamakazi, because a lot of stuff is coming that if we don't dodge that shit, it's going to hit us direct impact. A lot of stuff is happening that if we don't get out the line of fire, we're going to be dead on target. And it's completely not necessary. We can make the changes right now. We can make the changes, the impacts right now. We don't have to be hit with that kamikaze, son. But if you let people distract you with drama, if you let people distract you with tea, because that tea is delicious, if you let people who don't got to worry about what you got to worry about, then yeah, you're gonna be you're gonna be messed up in a couple of years, and you don't have to be. This is not a threatening video. It's not a scary video. Read the news. Student loans, debts, gentrification, women's health care. We have the power in our fingertips right now. If every black woman, if half of black women in America got together and said, we're going to be a united front, and we're going to advocate for platforms that are going to better us, we're going to advocate for agendas that's going to better us, then we going to see amazing changes in the black community, in your life. Forget about the black community. For the BWW, Black Women World, you're going to see big changes in the Black Women World. Because I saw, even in the little group I saw little, like, amazing changes for black women. And I want you to know that you have the power. Get out of the negativity. Get out of the dark. Step into the light. You have the power to do it. And I'm going to put everything in the links here. All the stuff that I've been working on. There's lawmakers. Washington, D.C. now is looking into mortality rate for black women. You have lawmakers actually putting together packages to help black women get into economic levels, higher economic levels in vulnerable statistics. All you got to do is put your voice behind it, and we can make a change. All right? Oh, just, you know what? Just look up the laws of the Enchantress, and I'll add you on the close page, and I can do it from there. So thank you, guys. I'm actually late for my talk. I have a talk to do on that page. I'm going to go over there now. So thank you, guys. And if you're interested, just look up the group. I think it should be called The Laws of the Enchantress. And just ask to join the group, and I'll add you on there. And from there, you can go on the secret paid page. All right, guys. Take care. Thank you for listening.